Hello there everyone, how's it going? It's Deedee here, and here we are on the 5.4 PTR, just like I said I was going to be here, and I'm pretty much going to show you and explain and kind of give my opinion on the upcoming 5.4 warrior changes, and yeah. But first off guys, I'm really disappointed at this. I gotta apologize to everyone. Like, I went to the PTR like really pumped out, really excited to try out and to do this video and whatnot, but the latest like update, the latest patch note thing is still not here on the PTR, so there are some changes that I will not be able to show you. So yeah, that kinda sucks because actually like these last changes, these updated new patch notes are actually the juicy ones, are the ones that made me cry for victory. And so yeah guys, those changes like the hamstring off global cooldown, which is wonderful, but I'll talk about it in a second, are still not here, so I won't be able to show you some of the changes. So for some part of this video, this kind of will be like a rant video and not really showing. I'm sorry guys, but I still want to get this going. Maybe in the future, once it's here, I'll do another video actually showing the changes. Alright, so first off, I gotta say, holy shit. Holy shit, I love this freaking patch. The changes are wonderful, made me cry of joy when I saw this change. It almost looked like they they finally heard our cries for years, literally years, to do these changes, and it's amazing. I can't wait it. I don't want patch 5.3 anymore. I want 5.4 live now. I don't want 5.3 anymore. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So that all right. First off, I'm going to start off by what is in here in the PTR, which is the Warbringer change. I'm just really only going to talk about the most relevant changes. So yeah. First off, the Warbringer change, and oh man, this is great. I really think I'm going with Warbringer, and I'll explain in a second. So basically, Warbringer, right now, what it used to do is your charge will still be on a 20-second cooldown, right? But it will stun the target for 3 seconds. I don't really remember if it was 3 or 4, but I think it was 3. So what it does now is instead of stunning targets, it will root it for 4 seconds, and this is amazing. One of the problems with Warbringer, and why nobody really picked it, is, well, not only your charge cooldown is really big compared to what you can choose, it would have diminishing return with shockwave, so this ability right here, which stuns the targets, right? And for warriors, Shockwave is pretty much 100% of your utility. It's not really, I'm exaggerating, but it's a lot of your utility, right? Why would you pick a talent that would cut in half like your main utility, like your only stun, right? So it was bad. So this change of, the root will make that you can actually Warbringer and Shockwave, and it will not diminishing return, which is wonderful. It's going to be really good. So we can have a long ass CC chain again. I'm going to demonstrate it right here. So is rooted, and notice how the root doesn't break on damage, right? And now is going to be Shockwave right here. And well, it's a target that you can really see, but it didn't get diminishing return, okay? And this is wonderful. This is wonderful. And there is a glyph right here that you really want to use with Warbringer, which is glyph of Blitz, which makes that your Warbringer roots an additional nearby 2 targets. This is insane, guys. This is insane, and I'm going to explain why. This talent will be shit if the roots would break on damage, but it doesn't. Do you realize what this means? Like, our utility is just being boosted right here for flat numbers, man. Flat numbers. Our utility is boosting right now. We will be able to AoE root, like, let's say a 3v3 match, right? There are 3 guys, 3 enemies. If you get their positioning right, if you can screw them over with rooting everyone. and then shockwaving the 3 guys. But even if you don't shockwave, even if you just root it, it's kind of big. It's kind of big, especially because the roots don't break with uh, damage. So I will definitely, at least for arenas, I think I'll really go with Warbringer and Blitz, which is interesting because I never was a Warbringer guy even when it didn't diminishing return. I always preferred Juggernaut, but now I really see freaking glorious stuff about Warbringer. So I'm really happy about that change, and I think you guys should too. It's insane. It's insane. It really is. So what can I show you more? I don't think there's anything like really relevant that it's on the PTR right now. So now the rant will start, right? And okay, I am so freaking happy for this. Hamstring off global cooldown. Holy shit, yes. I wanted this. I wanted this motherfucker for so much, and I'm not the only one. Like, I've been playing since the Burning Crusade, right? Like, I have been playing since the Burning Crusade, but with a lot of breaks. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I played all these years and shit. No, no, actually not. I had the huge breaks during my you know my experience in World of Warcraft. But I've been playing since the expansion, since Burning Crusade expansion, and I can tell you that I remember warriors crying for this change in years, like put the hamstring off global cooldown, and they finally did it, and I am so freaking happy. Like, this is really game changing. This is amazing. This is simply amazing. Because like and this is actually even a damage increase. This is an indirect damage boost. Think about it. Let's say you like actually like if when hamstring as it is live is not in global cooldown, what happens is 70% of your global cooldowns are hamstrings, right? And that's a huge damage loss. I mean, like, the global cooldown on the warrior is actually really important. It's pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. Like, pretty much all your abilities are on a global cooldown. You don't have to cast anything, so it's insane. And I think you guys can relate to like having to hamstring 70% of your globals and you're just losing tons of damage. Now, we had a solution and I freaking hated it, and I'm finally free now. I hated it, but I used it, don't get me wrong, which was this cliff right here, hindering strikes. So we kinda have this life, where our heroic strike, which is off the global cooldown, also slows the target, does the hamstring effect, and I hate this cliff. I use it because I think it's kinda crucial. Well, it's not really crucial, I mean, at all, but it's really convenient. But at the same time, I hate it. I hated it because it's really like a curse because it's good, you know. But that means that every time you want to slow a target, you will spend 30 rage. 30 rage, and that's a lot for these times beings. Rage is not gained so easily. It's a lot. We lost 30 rage every time we wanted to slow someone. And I hated that. I hated that. I rolled with it, but I hated it. And that is finally gone. Like, hindering strikes is just stupid now. The glyph is stupid since you have hamstring off global cooldown. I mean, hamstring has what, like 7 rage. You will pretty much do what you are doing with hindering strikes without having to waste 30 rage, which is a damage increase. So either if you are rolling with hindering strikes or you're not rolling with hindering strikes, it's still an indirect damage increase, because if you are wasting 30 rage, which is a fucking whole lot for these times, to like slow the target, and heroic strike doesn't hit for shit really. It should only be used when you're like near rage cap or anything like that, to get some rage dump, some extra damage, no big deal. And if you're not using hindering strike, 70% of your globals are hamstrings. So this is, but like the big change about it is not even that it's a damage increase. It's just that it's beautiful. We've been crying for this so many times. We finally have a slow off a global cooldown, which doesn't fucking cost 30 rage. It is unbelievable. I want this patch right now. I wanted to see this change for a long time, and it's finally here. And I almost shed one of those tears of victory with you know, when I saw the change. Right, and that's that. So another pretty cool changes, and I think this was needed. I really, honestly, I don't know why the changes that will occur in this patch only got in this patch. What the fuck? I don't know why only now they got it, but whatever, you know, we're not gonna cry, we're gonna accept it, right? Um, basically your shield wall, this thing right here, and your spell reflection will no longer require shields. So here we go. You see, I use the abilities, of course, and it equipped the shield arm as a macro. Fuck yes, finally! Really? All these times, this to come up with this, it was outdated. I mean, this is a pretty good change. We don't have to have macros anymore for spell reflection and for shield wall. It was just simply outdated, and this is a pretty good change. I mean, think about it. Think about any other class that needs a macro to use one of their abilities, like not to improve its efficiency, not to improve his reaction time, no, just for use it, because you could not use, as an arms warrior, you could not use spell reflection or shield wall without a macro. And that is just plain stupid. I mean, it's outdated. It just is. For, like, the current state of the game, I mean, no. There is no other class that you need to, like, have a macro for it to function. It's not for it to be more efficient. It's not for it to have a better reaction time. No, it's to freaking function, to actually work. So this is a good thing. I mean, I was expecting this. I wasn't sure when it would come, but of course everybody was expecting this. I mean, not only was it outdated, I mean, every warrior had these macros. Like, every single warrior had these macros. So whatever, man. Like, just give us without it. They would eventually, and this is time, and finally here. So this brings a lot of good stuff, you know. We can get rid of the macros. It's not like a big, huge change, but yeah. And especially for spell reflection, this can be quite good, because if you guys spec into mass spell reflection, right? Spec into mass spell reflection, like this down right here, and use your spell reflection macro, and then use wait a few seconds, then use mass spell reflection. You will see that spell reflection has a delay. It has. It's slow. It kind of is slow, because you need to equip your shield first, and you kind of lose, like, you lose a little bit of time. It's not that crucial. It's not that much, but it's better. It's an improvement. So I'm assuming that it will be like mass spell reflection, which will be instant, and I love it, because these things were just outdated. Not to mention the countless times where the macros just did not work. Like, out of randomly you needed to slash reload, they just wouldn't work. So finally these changes are here, and I love it. And there's also a good change. I don't think it was really necessary, but you know, it's good, where I don't think it's live, where when you have Colossus Smash on, your slam will deal even more damage, like a 10% damage. So that's good. It's a nice little damage buff again. Nothing really special, but yeah, I definitely think we'll be in a good spot this expansion. No, this patch, I'm sorry. I definitely think we're going to be in a very good spot. The Warbringer with Blitz, if you're good with positioning, will be devastating. Alright? Hamstring off global cooldown, and this, it's just amazing. It will definitely improve our gameplay, our class. And no shield required for shield wall and spell reflection is also an improvement. It's not like this patch is going to bring massive changes, but since there's a lot of classes that are going to be tuned down, and warrior is going to be slightly improved, I think we're going to be in a very good spot. Actually, we're not really in a good spot, but that was because of the over like tuning of other classes. It was not that our class had a problem with that. Our current state was the others were just overtuned, and since there's gonna be a lot of classes nerfed and ours is slightly a bit better, I think we're gonna be alright, guys. I really do want patch 5.4, and yeah guys, I'm sorry this video was kinda long. I honestly have no idea how much time this is, but I'm assuming it's kinda long. I don't know if you guys are still watching this by any means, but yeah, guys, if you are, thank you for bearing with me. I'm sorry that I couldn't like show like every change, and this was just me standing here, which is kind of boring. But anyways, if you're here, it's because you want information, and I think this is useful information. And yeah, guys, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll probably do more PTR videos, even if it is just some action with this new Warbringer, and show you guys the new like hamstring stuff and how these animations for without the shield work. If you guys want to see it. Oh my god, I'm just ranting. This whole video was ranting. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Like, I'm losing myself. Okay, guys. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful, informative, you learned something. If you haven't, like, read the patch notes, or if you had, like, I don't know. If you do, if you did enjoy the video, a thumbs up or maybe even a subscribe will be absolutely wonderful, guys. It will mean the whole world to me. I'm very happy with all of you, and with all of this YouTube thing, and I don't know, you guys are just really making me very happy. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and see you next video, guys.